Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Inked Reader. Today we are opening up my monthly boxes. You're probably gonna see these already in June because the last box arrived on the second to last day of a month, and yeah, times to film, and it takes time to film and edit. So without further ado, I've got one special edition by FairyLoot, one special edition by The Broken Binding, which is a very famous, has been all over the place, special edition, so probably you've seen it already, but just in case, I'm gonna show it to you. And as always, I open up the boxes, quickly show you the book, but then do a close-up of the book while telling you about the synopsis. And as always, I'm gonna leave the FairyLoot monthly box for last because it's got items in it, and it's actually my favorite part of the month, I must confess, just opening up the box with the gifts inside. If I feel like I'm gifting myself like surprise items every month. So yeah, without further ado, let's go into it. I am trying the last couple of videos I've done to be a bit more farther away from the camera. Let me know if this works well for you, rather than being like very close up. At least you can enjoy my bookshelves a bit more. But yeah, let's go. Let's start with the Broken Binding as always, and then we're gonna go into a FairyLoot. Okay, so I think this is a monthly one, so now we are starting a new series with this month, and let's see if you can see me. Box. Opening up. No, actually this is the special edition. So yeah, I bought the special edition of The Devils by Abercrombie. Will I read these before I finish the other series by him I'm in the middle of? I might, because I don't want to be spoiled. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might scream. I know what I'm going to do right now. Because of these spread pages. Listen, I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna just show you the sprayed pages. We're gonna have a close-up in a second, but I thought, let me introduce you this book with its you know, the best selling point of it. This is Abercrombie, The Devils, and I am actually super eager to go into the close-up and show you this book properly up close. This is the start of a new series by Abercrombie, and the synopsis reads as: Brother Diaz has been summoned to the sacred city, where he is certain a commendation and grand holy assignment awaits him. But his new flock is made up of unrepentant murderers, practitioners of ghastly magic, and outright monsters, and the mission he's tasked with will require bloody measures from them all in order to achieve its righteous ends. Elves lurk at our borders and hunger for our flesh, while greedy princes care for nothing but their own ambitions and comfort. With a hellish journey before him, it's a good thing Brother Diaz has the devils on his side. Needless to say, this is very high up on my to-be read list. On the world called Hyperion, beyond the reach of galactic law, waits a creature called the Shrike. There are those who worship it, there are those who fear it, and there are those who have vowed to destroy. In the valley of the time tombs, where huge, brooding structures move backwards, through time, the Shrike waits for them all. On the eve of Armageddon, with an entire galaxy at war, 7 pilgrims set forth on a final voyage to Hyperion, seeking the answers to the unsolved riddles of their lives. Each carries a desperate hope and a terrible secret, and one might hold the fate of humanity in his hands. My understanding is that Hyperion is a collection of short stories, but I think they do have a connection between the one to the other. But yeah, I am actually curious to know what the hype is about. This is considered classic sci-fi, and I think now I'm a bit more familiar with sci-fi, enough to potentially be able to appreciate this. Okay, so while I open these, I must say that the Devils is, I mean, that's why I love the broken binding, is because they do such a stunning like sprayed pages. I love all my special editions. There is no Illumicrate this month because the next Nevernight is in July. And this actually is the first one in the new trilogy. I am subscribed only to their fantasy subscription. At the moment, economically, that is the max I can do. But I know that they have a fantasy subscription. Would love for them to do a horror one. They might be tempt me with that one, if they were ever to do it. And as always, their books, the series they choose, they could be used as weapons, defense weapons. They're so big. And we have book number 1 in a series. I'm not sure what it's called. It's called the Rift War Saga. And it's upside down. And this is Raymond E. Feast, Magician. The Rift Saga. So it's just Magician. Not the Magician, just Magician. Let me check. Magician, yeah. It's Magician. And again, we're gonna go into a close-up so you can appreciate this first book in a new trilogy that I know nothing about. So I'm gonna read the synopsis for myself, and then while we do the close-up, go through the synopsis with you. Okay, this is the first book in the Rift War Saga. To the forest on the shore of the Kingdom of Islands, the orphan pug came to study with the master magician Kulgan. His courage won him a place at court and the heart of a lovely princess, but he was ill at ease with normal wizardry. Yet his strange magic may save the world from dark beings who opened space-time to renew the age-old battle between order and chaos. Okay, let's do the FairyLoot special edition. This is something that I bought. I am mindful of one in particular that I'm still waiting for, and I hope it's this one. Yes it is, yes it is. So this is gonna be read for sure this year, actually quite soon, because I enjoyed the first book so much. And this is the Rag Picker King by Cassandra Clare. I really enjoyed the first book in this adult series by her. I'm curious to see the pages, because the other ones there was like a city, and I could put the book horizontally on my shelves and it looks so great. And okay, so this is the city at night. Love it. So this is the Rag Picker King. The Rag Picker King. I'm truly not saying that well, am I? And these are the pages, but we're gonna go into a close-up while I tell you the synopsis of the first book in what I perceive is a trilogy, but we will see. Of course, this is the second book, so I'm not gonna spoil anything of these. I'm gonna instead give you a brief synopsis of the first. The city is Castellane, where the richest of nobles and the most debauched of criminals have one thing in common. They all search for wealth, power, and the next hedonistic thrill, constantly. You follow Kel, who is an orphan, and he has the role of being the sword catcher for the prince, which basically means he's a body double of the royal heir. Connor is being raised alongside the prince, trained in every aspect of combat and statecraft, so he can pass as Connor when needs arise. The other point of view that you follow is Lynn, who is an Ashkar, which is a small community whose members still possess magical abilities. By law, though, they need to live behind walls within the city. However, Lynn being a physician, she ventures out more often to try and help the people of Castellane. However, despite her skills, she cannot heal her best friend without access to forbidden knowledge. And after a failed assassination attempts, Lynn and Kel become closer. They are drawn into the web of a mysterious Rag Picker King, the criminal ruler of Castellane underworld. He offers them each what they want most, but as they descend into his world of intrigue and shadow, they discover a conspiracy of corruption that reaches from the darkest gutters of Castellane to the highest tower of its palaces. I feel like I'm getting better at these things, because I tended to ramble a lot, and now I'm like, I don't know if because maybe I don't even have time to eat these days, that I've become faster at pretty much doing everything. So this is the adult box for the month of May from FairyLoot, and the theme of the month is prophecies, and I probably wanted to know what's inside here, so we're gonna find out together. We're gonna have a sneak peek of the pages. If it is what I think it is, which I really hope it is, I'm gonna be so happy. It might not be, So I'm gonna keep my expectation. Yes, it is. I think it is what I think it is. Is it by Richard? Yes, yes, yes. Everyone has been raving about these. Ah, FairyLoot, love you, FairyLoot. This is A Knight and the Moth, and I have been hearing such good things about these. And it's by Rachel Gillig, so I'm sure that I wasn't sure about the title, because my memory, I've got too much stuff in my head these days, and so, but I recognize the name of the author. I mean, the original cover was beautiful, so I don't know. Let's have a close-up. Let's see how I feel these in a close-up, while I do the close-up, because I loved the original cover. But let's see what they've done inside. And let's read the synopsis. Another one that I need to read ASAP because I don't want to get spoiled and everyone is raving about this. A book that has received all the praises recently. So this says that when those around her begin to vanish, a young woman who can glimpse the future in her dreams must join forces with a mysterious ally. Together they confront dark forces and navigate a perilous war to uncover the truth and save those she loves. I hope it's dark and just, I don't know, I just hope it's a bit spooky. I don't think it is, but I hope it's a bit tragic. I don't know why. We will see. We will see. And it's time for the YA box, which is particularly big. I'm not complaining. I hope it means that inside there is a lot of good stuff. Yeah, such a good bounty already. I hope this makes it just the cherry on the cake. Okay. So we got the spoilery card for the month. And then I can already see stuff inside. Okay, let's one thing at a time. I think this is a book sleeve and it looks awesome. I think this is a book sleeve from Ruthless Vows. No, Ruthless Vows, sorry. The first one, what is it called? The first one. Divine Rivals. Loved the Divine Rivals. Oh, I couldn't really care for a sequel. I'm so sorry. So I actually do not own anymore my FairyLoot copies. I know, sacrilegious, but I only have limited amount of space, and I am still really cherishing this book sleeve because I didn't really love the first book. I just knew because I didn't like the sequel that I could get myself a normal copy. I enjoyed their version of it, but it wasn't like massively beautiful, I think. So I was okay to let it go. I do regret it at times, but that's life. And then we got the floating world pin. I don't know if this is a spoiler for the hopefully this is not a spoiler for the book. If it is, accept it. This is massive. It's a massive pin. It's gonna be heavy. It looks good. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this pin. I love pins, but when they are too big, they are too big. And I tend to put them on clothes rather than on bags or weather. So I just saw something I'm gonna keep inside. The floating world. Okay, so this is the floating world is the title of the book, and I'm gonna show you the overlays of the book of the month, I'm assuming. So let me see how to do these so you can appreciate them properly. Okay, so we got the first one. My personal favorite is probably this one. Yeah, looks very good. Then I'm gonna pop them back in soon. Then we have, okay, the reason why the box was so, oh my god. This must be, okay. We have a How Moving Castle puzzle, properly, like it's big puzzle, and it's 1,000 pieces, and I can't wait to do it. I was like, I need to buy a puzzle. I've not done a puzzle in a while, and then FairyLoot hears me. I swear, like FairyLoot knows. This is brilliant. This is brilliant, FairyLoot. It looks stunning. So happy. So happy to find time to do the puzzle. And then the book is small. On the bottom of this very big bag. So we have the Queen of Planets as of Tarot's card of the month. And we have the King of Planets, which I believe they are the protagonist of the book. And the book, well, surprise, surprise, the book is gonna be, it's got pink pages, and then, and then it's got a bookmark, and this is the Floating World. Never heard of it. Gonna go into a close-up. From a land of darkness, a former soldier is sent to capture a girl wielding a mysterious silver light. Unaware of her true identity, she embarks on a desperate journey to save her family as their paths collide and their fates become unexpectedly entwined. This looks stunning, rather short. I be very honest, I don't know if I'm particularly interested in this one, so I might wait for a few reviews before digging into this one. But yeah, it does look stunning. So we know already what most of the things are. The book sleeve is from Divine Rivals. The character pin is from the... So the character pin, the massive pin is from the floating world. The overlays are from the floating world. The puzzle is Hearts Moving Castle. And the cards are from the floating world. So most of the items are from the actual book, apart from my favorite item, which is the puzzle. I need to start finding spaces in my house, because I've got a Terry Pratchett puzzle that I need to hang with all the Terry Pratchett characters, and now I've got this stunning puzzle. That was it, guys. That was all my unboxing for the month of May. I am particularly fond of a couple of items, and I'm looking forward to read the Rachel Gilling book and the Devils, of course, and all the rest. I must admit, I don't know about the YA book. I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna give it a try, see if I like it or not. And yeah, the Raymond Feast saga, never heard of it before, but I know that it's quite classical fantasy, so I'm gonna definitely give it a try. And the Rag Picker King, it's definitely a must read very soon. Thank you so much for watching. You know what to do if you want to stick around. You can subscribe, chat with me in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Ciao!